Welcome back to another episode of Projecting Grandeur. Today I want to talk about infomercials. And anyone out there that is old enough to remember the late 80s and the early 90s, there were some really amazing infomercials out there. And when I think about the ultimate, projecting grandeur moment, infomercials is very top of my list. This was a time when demonstration was key. You had small, scrappy products that today might find relevance, through social media and the internet, but this all predated social media and, the internet or the World Wide Web. And infomercials were the ultimate demonstration of a scrappy, small product that was carving a specific niche in the market that would go head to head with some of the largest products out there. But if they just sat on the shelf in the store, they wouldn't be able to be relevant because they would see something, that they know versus something they don't know, and there would be no way to discern the difference. But infomercials gave products the ability to showcase their power through demonstration to a national and global audience through TV, right? So back then, people didn't have phones and readily available video that they could watch through the internet. They watched TV. And as the nights went on, late night became infomercial time, where you started to see these products. And let's be honest, these products from a demonstration standpoint were amazing. I think of some of the really well-recognized brands that are sold in stores today. Many of them got their start as an infomercial. There was a guy who was super passionate that was selling OxyClean, which was I think it started out actually as a laundry detergent and eventually became a cleaning product. Or think about the Flexi Tape guy, the one that tapes a boat together with tape and then floats the boat or drives the boat, on water. Or think about the ShamWow guy that had the towel that would dry everything, and it was small and it could be reused, and it was this amazing towel. Or the Ronco food dehydrator. I mean, the list goes on and on and on. And if you think about the power of what infomercials, and yes, they still exist today in the world of the QVC and Home Shopping Club, but that's more of a niche audience than what infomercials from the 80s and 90s were. The 80s and the 90s infomercials gave everyday products the ability to find a large audience because everybody watched TV back then. And so as I think about the ultimate projecting grandeur, it was these products. And what made these products great was two things. One was the person delivering, the demonstration. They had a lot of common factors. They were high energy. They were super passionate. They believed in what they did. They were able to articulate the value and the benefit through demonstration of the product. And then they gave you a compelling offer that seemed too good to be true. And this was back before you had, consumer financing where you could finance everything. This was back when they did, $99 products or 3 easy payments of $39.99. And this was really the beginning of all of this. And infomercials were the really revolutionary way for people to be able to sell products, before social media and before the internet existed. And again, thinking back to the concept of the show, which is projecting grandeur, this is what they were doing. You'd take a cleaning product that would be projecting grandeur to an audience that's used to seeing things like Clorox, which is a household name in selling products, but all of a sudden you see this OxyClean with this really energetic guy that looks like, Al from Home Improvement, talking about this amazing, product, and then he would compare it. He would showcase it against the Clorox type products that you can go buy in the store, and he would show how much better the product is. And I'm not here to decide whether they are or aren't better. My point to today's episode is really to talk about projecting grandeur and what it meant in the concept of infomercials, because I again believe infomercials were the ultimate ability for someone to project grandeur about their product or about their company. ShamWow guy was another one that had tons of energy. And so as you think about this in today's world and what that means, you see it on social media. You see it in people selling you coaching programs. You see it in people trying to sell you products. You see it all over the internet and through social media. You see it through influencers, that are hired to talk about a product and how great it is. And really, those are nothing more than modern day infomercials. And it's really great to see that, that's still alive. But the point to today's episode is that the concept of projecting grandeur is all about belief. It's about believing that you have something the world needs to hear about, see, or try. And by your persuasive ability to tell them this, it is going to help you go into a market or a business or a role and be able to project to the world what you know to be true, but you haven't yet found your stride, or maybe the company just hasn't grown into the potential that it can become. But you're projecting grandeur to the world about how great you can be, how great it can be, how much it will solve of their problem. And you have tons of different avenues today where infomercials were expensive. You had to buy airtime. You had to have expensive quality shoots that were TV worthy. Today you can do it from your phone. And that is an amazing time. So thinking back to infomercials and how to channel their success, channel the ShamWow, channel the OxyClean or the Flexi Tape, and be able to take whatever it is that you're selling, product, service, offering, whatever it is, and be able to manifest what you know in your heart to be true. Because let's face it, if you don't believe that, I don't know why you're in business in the first place. Because you have to have a belief that what you're going to bring to the market helps the market that you're trying to serve. So channel infomercials. If you've never seen any of these infomercials, go on YouTube. You'll find them. Just look up ShamWow, look up OxyClean, look up Flexi Tape, look up Ronco Food Dehydrator, look up any number of late 80s and early 90s infomercials, and use this as your inspiration to talk about your product, your service, your offering, to be able to showcase to the world what you have to do and project that grandeur on the scale that your business can become, and use these tools to help you. Channel infomercials. They will help you. Anyway, hope you find this helpful. Hope that you've enjoyed tuning in. Really appreciate all the support. Appreciate all the feedback with regards to topics you'd like me to cover. Please remember to like and comment, and don't forget to share. Have a great day, everyone.